Greetings. It is I, Foolish, here at the plumbing department. I'll be your gardener for today. I have a couple readings. This is the first video I've done in a little bit. I've had a hard time finding a sense of humor about anything going on right now. Usually what I do is I like to allow myself to become angry because that is my baseline. And then I think to myself, is there anything useful I could do with this anger? And yes, it usually does accompany like this type of gesture. And if I can't find anything useful for it, then I stuff it. Contain it, wrangle it, whatever you want to call it. If I can find something useful, like spitefully donating to organizations that are the direct polar opposite of whatever situation is going on, or man, every time, right? Every single time. I haven't heard any water for the last 25 minutes, but I get down here, man, suddenly I couldn't find anything useful outside of like donating to organizations that combat the very thing that I'm angry about, or perhaps donating money to people who may be affected by the situation that I'm angry about. I don't usually get angry with people themselves. I usually get angry with a system or a widely accepted belief. Suffice to say, I have not been stoked, but I have faith that the Lords of Chaos are going to see us through this. I have a lot of faith in the Lords of Chaos. They've been looking out for me for a long time. Although recently I have now learned that perhaps my spirit guides are more, deserving of the credit of me somehow surviving this long, despite all the experiences I've had. They're to blame. When I think about spirit guides, I think about how frustrated they must get. And I wonder how many I've been through, And then I always think of that Rick and Morty cartoon where Rick and Morty have to go somewhere, so Rick leaves this thing called Mr. MeeSeeks with Morty's family, and they're told, if you have a simple request, push this button, Mr. MeeSeeks will come out. I'm Mr. MeeSeeks, look at me. He will complete the task and then he will disappear. Poof, right out of existence, right? And Morty's dad, Jerry, is so stubborn and so clueless that Mr. MeeSeeks ends up calling like 40 other Mr. MeeSeeks, and they're like, man, like, I think we need to kill Jerry, because they just wanted to poof out of existence, and he just wouldn't take the help that he had asked for and that they were freely given. And when I think about me having spirit guides, I wonder how many I've been through. I wonder if I'm a person that, if they need to punish a spirit guide for anything, like I am the punitive measure, having to just watch me be a ding dong and be like, what are you doing? Like, I could just completely see that. I probably have a gigantic file up there where they're just like, oh God, like, get the cart, you know. Um, I'm probably training a few right now, and I don't even know it. Helping them learn patience or something. Anyway, I thought I'd just do in celebration of the fact that I don't know how many I have left, but why don't we do a reading on my spirit guides just for funsies, just to see, at least to even acknowledge the fact that I know that they are there, or I strongly suspect. I do have to say this though. There are a number of situations that, I mean, everything from being crushed in between two trucks during a twilight hour party at a four-wheeling place we all used to go to. God, it took like 6 guys to drag me to the hospital. I went completely berserk. I lost a couple friends after that. They were just like, dude, like you look like you were 20 feet tall. Well, if I had been 20 feet tall, maybe I wouldn't have gotten hit. All the way to, there was one time I was sitting outside, taking a break for lunch at work. And for some reason I just wanted to go in early, you know? Which is unlike me. And I got up, I walked back in the building, and somebody was watching from the window. This is how I found out. And a tree fell right where I had been sitting. And it was a big ass tree. It was gigantic, in fact. And it crushed that table. And my friend was just like, yeah, man, like, you had just been sitting there. You had just been sitting there. So I know that someone's looking out for me. I just, I'm not sure how many I've gone through, because I almost feel like I should get some awards that, you know, how you get like for Little League or whatever, you get a bunch of awards or trophies with name tags and stuff. I almost feel like I owe them something, a Starbucks gift card or. So let's do a reading on the guides. Let's just see. Morgan, I know, is down because I think she may have even talked to them at some point. We're just gonna do 3 cards, and yeah, we're not even gonna fix that. We're just gonna go with the flow. I want these 2. And it turned out to be 3. And I want one more. I don't know. Usually I do 3 cards, but oh, most of them are. Yeah. Most of them are upside down. Oh my God, this guy. This is the card I call halfway crook, and everybody knows there's no such thing as one, right? This guy. I see him a lot. Wonder what they're implying. Alright, so we got the 4 of Wands. High Priestess. Yeah, write out the whole word. It's fine. People are waiting. It's no big deal. 7 of Swords. Why don't we work on our penmanship while we're here? Here's one. And Emperor. These cards apparently are really great for 3-card read-ins, but not so much for the 5-card. That's fine. Whatever. Okay, so we're starting this off with a. I'm just getting basic facts. I'm just saying, hey, listen, is there anything you'd like to say? Apparently there's plenty. All right. 4 of Wands. And I'll do my usual thing where I overlay a photo of this. Reaching a milestone. Acknowledge and celebrate what has been achieved so far before the next phase begins. Oh God, there's a next phase. A solid foundation has been laid for fortunate future growth and prosperity. Feeling happy and secure about the present and confident about the future. That's actually true, which I don't know why. After what's going on, I just feel like, and this is not to say that anyone that has or will be harmed, if any, had it coming or whatever. That's not what I'm saying. You know that's not what I'm saying. I just feel like we're coming around and we're ending a cycle. And good times are coming. But that is not to say that I agree with any of the damage. I don't really like it. I think we have enough damage, don't you? We don't really need to be distributing more damage, do we? All right. Oh my God, are we just gonna go through the whole? You suck, dude. My spirit guides are probably like, it's on the second page. Very true. Out of touch with intuitive sense. I can stop right there, but I'll continue. Secretive, holding back. Too passive or quiet. Weak passivity. To me, that's please avoid redundancy, please. This guy, Sneaky Pete upside down. Seven of Swords, Sneaky Pete. The Sneaky Pete-ness of it all. Facing your own self-deception. Caught doing something bad. Self-deception is for sure. Who doesn't do that? Oh, how convenient. We just go right on to the Eight of Swords. Oh, this looks yummy. Self-emancipation, release, easing self-censorship. Yeah. Like I have a whole lot of that. Actually, I do. People have no idea. People are like, why do you say you're not that great of a person? I'm like, listen, you don't hear what goes on in here. And I don't suppress anything. I just kind of let it. I just don't react to it, and I don't take it personally. I just kind of let it roll. So it's like listening to a radio. Back to the issue. Letting go of victim mentality. Oh yeah, because I have a ton of that. Feeling more free and secure, that's for sure. I feel like changing my focus has been very good for me. Okay, well, here we got to the Emperor reverse. Domination, oppression, rigid regulation, strict, inflexible, weak or damaged foundation, bad government or management, irresponsible or weak leadership. That's for sure, because I just feel like I haven't been that responsible with my whatever you call that. Oh my God, look at that. I'm actually able to make a fist, and I haven't been able to do that in months. There's nothing like really wanting to kick the shit out of things or punch the shit out of things, and you can't even make a fist. It's super cold down here, you guys. Yeah, I haven't been on it, like I just haven't been. I've always gotten information, and people have always been like, you got to, keep an eye on her, because when she leaves the party, the cops are coming. It's always been that way. And I can almost see, like, situations unfolding and be like, oh, well, this is going to happen. It's like, I was almost like a white trash Sherlock Holmes. Just running around, being crazy. But I always had a good instinct for things, and the problem is, though, is if you're ever bunchy about something, like, you don't get those messages. So